Have talent up and down the depth chart, Coach. How important is that in assembling a contender?
Well, look, it's even more important, Brian, in the regular season than it is in the playoffs. To get through a long NBA season and get yourself in good playoff position, you're going to need a lot of guys. 12, 13 guys at different points of the year are going to have to be ready to make contributions. Now, obviously, the team with the better starting five will have the edge, but depth can be a big factor even in the playoffs.
And the starting lineup for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope, and it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Turner. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Siakam from downtown. Knocks down the long J. Siakam's got 5.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Wagner, and another 3 for Orlando.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now here's Suggs. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Wagner on the wing. Picked by Carter. Wagner, the pass to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He said watching tape in preparation for this game, Wendell Carter just kept showing up. Whether it was on the boards, being in the right position defensively, or even stretching the floor at the offensive end. Carter makes a lot of plays that help his team. Brian?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Suggs, no good.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
At the perimeter, Halliburton has a lot of confidence. He's just about always ready to take that shot.
Wagner outside. Here's Suggs. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Siakam following the bucket by the Magic. Over Banchero. Siakam, no good. There's 57 seconds left in the first. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Down low. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs? Getting off the floor with such ease.
Outside Nesmith. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Halliburton's shot is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Wagner. 6 points for him. Here's Banchero. Excellent D there from Siakam.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Suggs against Halliburton. He got it up. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
It's a tie game in Indiana. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
But things have gone the way they wanted here in the first period.
Yeah, that was a sharp start, but we've got a long way to go. They're going to have to sustain that intensity.
Benedict Mathurin is out there with Walker. Then it's Halliburton. Then there's T.J. McConnell. And it's Toppin in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Halliburton. Orlando with the rebound.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Kicks it out to Isaac. Oh, trying his luck from deep. The shot no good. Indiana trailing here. Pass to McConnell. Toppin with it. And he's going for the oop here. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And the Magic pushing it up now. Here's Black. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Gotta give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Halliburton outside. 6 to shoot. The teardrop. Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
They're creating space on his own. Halliburton with a sweet move to create enough daylight for the bucket.
Isaac outside. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by McConnell. And here's Indiana now. Trailing by 2. Pass to Toppin. Now here's Mathurin. Tipped away and stolen by Anthony.
Remaining in the first half, 2 minutes.
Black passes to Banchero. Now Anthony. Here's Black. Banchero outside. Here's Batase. He's marked by McConnell. And Orlando again with the bucket. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
And the Magic making a change here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Batase. Wagner comes in for Isaac. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Anthony. And Suggs is subbed in for Black. Now Caldwell Pope. He's scoreless. Outside Carter. Here's Suggs. And it's Orlando with another.
Yeah, too easy of me. For Suggs, he makes that in his sleep.
Pacers trail by 4. Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. The baseline J. Again, Indiana.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Here's the pick. Fires from deep. And he buries his first look.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from you.
Outside Neesmith. Siakam for three. The rebound by Carter. Magic leading by 5. Here's Suggs. He has 6. Pass to Banchero. Shoots over Siakam. And Banchero with a bucket on the assist from Suggs. Banchero's got 4 points now in the quarter. 1 second left. And he can't get that one. And so it's the Orlando Magic closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Boy, you gotta like what Tyrese Halliburton has done in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position.
Yeah, fantastic focus from Suggs. Showing toughness, fighting through the contact.
Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor. But now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role.
I want Halliburton running my offense. Tyrese is a fantastic decision maker.
Suggs finds Carter. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good.
At the line for the Magic, Wendell Carter Jr. 2 shots.
And so Carter nails them both. Here's Nembhard. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. To the paint. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Banchero outside. Over Siakam. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Banchero's got 6.
He's just so hard to check. He can turn you one way, then use the spin move to make you look sad.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Suggs. Carter, a screen on Halliburton. Here's Suggs. And another basket for Orlando.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards. It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Pass to Banchero. Shoots over Siakam. Banchero no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time. And it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Halliburton nails the 3.
And he has taken over this game. Halliburton looks like he's on cruise control at this point.
Inside, here's Suggs. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
And Carroll passes to Wagner. Here's Black. Banchero in the post. Defended by Halliburton. And Banchero gets it to go.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Halliburton outside. The finish inside from Halliburton.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And we've reached the end of the third. Orlando ahead. They lead by 5. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, that's great decision-making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got T.J. McConnell. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Walker. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Toppin in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Here's Black. Banchero outside. The 3. And it's Tyrese Halliburton with the rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
To the inside. And the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
Black passes to Batadze. Here's Black. And Carroll with a screen on McConnell. Here's Black. Mathurin with a rebound.
Well, that's a look they'll take every time down the floor. But even with the soft interior defense, they can't seem to convert it.
Pass to Halliburton to take the lead. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time. Halliburton's got 10 points in just the second half. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. A big group substitution here for Orlando. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Batadze. Wagner comes in for Isaac. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Anthony. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Black. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
Okay, thank you, Allie. There's Neesmith with the 3. Another 3 for Indiana.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting lead. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
From distance, Paolo.
Oh, no holding back from Banchero. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments.
Halliburton misses. Orlando leading. Pass to Banchero. Shoots over Turner. Banchero from close range.
And when they need a bucket, Banchero wants to be the guy to get it. And he's got a nose for the big situations.
Suggs against Halliburton. 1:19 left in the game. Oh! Halliburton scoring amongst the trees.
Important points. Tyrese Halliburton, always ready to take the big one.
Banchero and Turner with the block. And he's able to get it back. And Banchero gets it to go.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Pass to Neesmith. Rebound by the Magic. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. here's Banchero. 44 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Double by Turner. Banchero finds Wagner. And it's off from three-point range. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. It's a three-point game. Pass to Halliburton. And it's good. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within one. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
20 seconds left in the final quarter, and they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a three-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT.
We are the 6th man.
Outside Neesmith. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Suggs surveys the D. Caldwell Pope finds Wagner. Here's Banchero. Oh, it falls!
And if you're wondering why the score is so high, look to the defense being played. Not good.
Not a lot of resistance. And trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. So a close game here sees Orlando taking...
should attract a lot of attention in this game. That matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the center.
Shot ready, we call it, folks. Darius Garland takes the pass, immediately gets into his jump shot.
Maxey looking it over. Here's Embiid. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Cleveland with the ball. It's a three-point game. It's tipped. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down hard.
Oh, my goodness. Evan Mobley using just about all of that 40-inch vertical.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. Now, he feels like Darius Garland is the key to that offense. Coach said not many people can stay in front of Garland one-on-one. He's so shifty. So the rotations defensively have to be decisive and quick. And at the other end, we want to force him to work defensively. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. The 76ers off to a slow start. Doris, one of the more relentless players in the NBA, Donovan Mitchell.
Kevin, what I love about him is he loves the lead role. He feels very comfortable carrying tremendous responsibility on the offensive end. Donovan, one of the more confident players you'll meet. Paul George's shooting form is just so pretty. This guy has the ability to make shots so easy.
Mobley kicks to Garland. Mitchell, a screen on Maxey. Pass to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. The 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own 3. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
Outside, George. Maxey sets a screen for George. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Now, here's Strus. Back to Garland. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
And the 76ers making a change here. Yabusele's checked in. Hunter's checked in for Cleveland. Okoro comes in for Max Strus. Pass to Grimes. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. George with the bucket.
This guy practically automatic. Paul George in the catch and shoot. Look out.
Maxey against Garland. Hunter, the pass to Allen. 55 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And it's Allen with the jam.
Oh my goodness, Jared Allen catch a body on the way to the cup.
The 76ers trail by 3. Now Maxey. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Hunter finds Garland. Puts up a deep 3. Hunter no good. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to George. And here's Oubre. It's good. This game is all even.
Well, he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
Hunter on the wing. That shot is off.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
I know it's early, but all those 3-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
On the court for Cleveland, Evan Mobley is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Isaac Okoro. Then there's Javonte Green. And it's Jerome in at the point. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. We have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Strus is checked in. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Now here's Mobley. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Mobley may be thin of frame, folks, but showing you he's willing and able to absorb the contact and make the play anyway.
Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
Here's McCain. He's got 6. Here's Embiid, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And talk about effort. Embiid staying with that one.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And some changes here for the 76ers. Kelly Oubre comes in for Edwards. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Butler. And Cleveland also making a change. Garland, he's checked in for Okoro. Mobley dishes to Hunter. Pass to Jerome. Now Garland. Untidy gets the jumper to fall. Garland's got 7 points in the game.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Embiid against Mobley. And they double up Embiid. Embiid is just too strong inside.
And right there, Embiid showing he's just too big and too skilled to stop.
Garland the pass to Mobley. Here's Jerome. Six to shoot. It's good.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
There's the pick. Pass to McCain. Launches a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. McCain's got the lead up to 6 now for Philadelphia.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Mobley. 5 points in the game. And here's Strus for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Strus has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Grimes. Here's McCain. Guarded by Garland. Here's Yabusele. Scoreless thus far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Mobley with it. Guarded by Embiid. A 3 from Strus. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. The 76ers leading by 6. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Embiid. For Hunter. Embiid, no good. Here's Jerome. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers on top. They're up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Oubre out there with Embiid. Then there's Maxey. Then it's George. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. 3-pointer. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Mobley. Mitchell's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Cleveland. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in him, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
Yeah, thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand.
Mitchell does not let that 6'1" frame deter him from going in the paint. This guy has got so much confidence.
When it comes to the game's elite scorers, Doris, Donovan Mitchell is certainly on that list.
Kevin, there's no question about it. He's a proven playoff performer, a natural leader who doesn't mind a team leaning into his scoring ability. And the beauty is he can do it in a lot of different ways.
Now here's Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Maxey passes to Embiid. Locked in, Embiid with the contested shot.
And the sheer size of Embiid poses so many problems for the opponent, and he's using it well to score inside against him.
Allen finds Strus. Misses the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Embiid. 17-foot shot on the way. Again, Philadelphia.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
Mitchell outside. We'll be looking it over. And it's Mitchell missing. The 76ers leading by 6. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Mobley. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Well, nice rise and fire from range by Darius Garland. The three-point shot so highly valued.
Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
Boy, how quick from the touch to the release for Donovan Mitchell. Look out, defense.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Garland dishes to Mobley. Pass to Allen. Outside Garland. Mobley sets the pick for Garland. Again, the Cavaliers score.
What a game so far for Darius Garland, and he's just getting started, folks.
Outside, Maxey. Now Embiid. Fades back. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. 76ers lead by 2. We're going to step aside for just a second. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Cleveland, they've got Hunter. He's out there with Tristan Thompson. Max Strus is out there with Darius Garland. And it's Jerome in at the 2.
Well, Thompson just a spectacular athlete and so muscular. He is so crafty on how he draws fouls while shooting.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And so Edwards will bring it up for the 76ers. They lead by 1. The shot, no good. Cleveland's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. The wide open look here for Garland. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
So the wing on the left, Embiid kicks to Yabusele. Embiid inside. It's up against Thompson. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. A different look now for Cleveland. Allen's checked in for Thompson. Evan Mobley comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ty Jerome. Mitchell outside. Oubre against Mobley. Back to Mitchell. Screen by Allen. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Mobley.
Push the action a little bit. Paul George right now challenging defenders to stop him.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Shots good by Mitchell.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Timeout,
And
timeout.
it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. If that 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thanks, David. Brian. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Mobley kicks to Mitchell. They grab their own miss, and Mobley throws it down hard.
I'll tell you, important moment for Evan Mobley. Meeting the moment with a big shot. That's big time.
Outside, Maxey. 13 feet away. Misses off the right iron.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Garland with the bucket.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Pass to Embiid. A 3-ball from way outside. Joel Embiid.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Shoots over Oubre. It's in!
How about the young big man, Evan Mobley, coming through in the clutch? We see you, young sir.
Now here's Embiid. Feed away. Count it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moment.
Here's Mitchell. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
It's good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Second team foul.
Here's Garland. And an intentional foul right there.
Tyrese Maxey. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
Darius Garland.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Boy, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical 3-point push. What poise.
Outside, George to tie it up. Good! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
17 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Garland looking it over. Inside. Here's Mobley. Can't cash in. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Now, here's Maxey. Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Garland in at the point guard. That one goes. Count it.
Looming large on the interior and be hard to deny.
To the middle. A nice shot by Mobley. Mobley's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
Embiid against Allen. Here's Maxey. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Here's Garland, picks one up.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the strike.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Well, it should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
Mitchell, he scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
There's a level of tenacity by Donovan Mitchell on the interior there. Wow, what a finish.
There's Embiid. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Allen. Down low. Money!
My goodness. Say that. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Pass to Embiid. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Well, no question. Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
3-pointer. Mobley misses. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Embiid against Allen. Yes!
Not one to turn down a challenge. Maxey. Wow.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high percentage look if that's at all possible.
And that's an intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Taking 2 shots.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely do it.
So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what?
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
Out there with Kobe White, then it's Josh Giddey, then it's Buzelis, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. And for Boston, Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
How about the footwork from Ball, making it tough to get by him?
Pass to White. It's not going to go for him. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. Here's Porzingis. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Here's Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. To the middle. 5 to shoot. Vucevic gets the bucket.
Hard to deny Vuce inside when he can play it over or through.
RJ, when you talk about Vucevic, is he the best NBA player ever to come from Switzerland?
There's an argument to be made. He has the most points by any Swiss-born player by far and the only All-Star Game appearances.
Man, that one's good. Porzingis.
He can beat you inside. He can beat you outside. Porzingis is truly the prototypical stretch big.
Now here's Giddey. Puts up a 3. Holiday grabs the miss. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Porzingis. Outside White. There's Tatum with the 3. Counted from distance.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Ball outside. Back to Giddey. Here's Buzelis from outside the arc. Nails it from 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's White. Outside, Brown. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Outside Giddey. It's Vucevic, high post. Inside, White. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass and rhythm.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Big man Vooch showing some quickness on that release.
Celtics trail by 3. Outside White. Back to Tatum to stop the run. From beyond the arc and then some. Tatum's got 6. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Buzelis. They set a pick. There's the triple. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
I think it's great to see that kind of confidence in a young guy like Buzelis.
Outside, Brown. Porzingis with it from behind the arc. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Pass to Vucevic. Over Porzingis. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Ball. He's got 7.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Chicago ahead, up 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And we've also got to talk about those threes dropping for them. We'll see if they can keep up the momentum from long range.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. They've got Trey Jones, Patrick Williams out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu, and it's Smith in at the 5. Hard to find a season in his career where Horford didn't make an impact, RJ.
One way or another, he's going to help his team win. Still out there doing it and doing it at a high level. He's kind of an ageless wonder.
Craig passes to Hauser. Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. Out to Craig. Lets the three fly. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Jones, the pass to Smith. Now here's Giddey. Williams finds Giddey. Outside, Williams. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Williams has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Here's Pritchard. No points yet. Outside Tatum. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum. Taking the hit.
You look at Tatum now running the pick and roll. He's calm and his moves are so concise. He's just definitive with everything he does.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. RJ, does playing at a faster pace work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
Chicago making a switch here. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Smith. Uzelis comes in for Williams. Ball, he's checked in for Giddey. And it's White in for Dosunmu. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Uzelis. It's Vucevic, high post. Great D that time from Porzingis. Boston's gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, there are usually Bulls fans sprinkled into every crowd.
Outside White. Jones with a screen on White. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Porzingis passes to Tatum. And there's the screen. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Holiday against Jones. The 3 from Ball. Connects from downtown. Ball's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Yeah, Ball knows his team relies on him to get his own shots too. So he works to find his looks.
JT to the hole. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
The Bulls, 26.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. And they double up Porzingis. And here's Brown for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Giddy with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Pass to Vucevic. And here's White. Outside Giddy. Vucevic, a screen on Holiday. From deep, Giddy nails it from beyond the arc. Giddy's got 8 points.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
White looking it over. Now Porzingis for 3. Ball with the rebound. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
Oh, man, that's tough. You just never like to see this in sports.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And Ball with the basket on the assist from Giddy. He's got 5.
Crafty move to shake off the defender. Ball knew just what he was doing there.
Outside, Brown. Outside, White. The 3 is up. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
He's having a good night from the field. Now, I know the defense is really keying in on him, but they need him involved if they're going to pull this out.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Tatum inside.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Mercy, Jason Tatum is a bad man.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
The 3 from Ball. The rebound, Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game. Porzingis passes to Tatum. 54 seconds left in the third quarter.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, yeah, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm, whoop.
Here's White. And they pick up 2.
Nice dribble move to get to the hoop for an easy 2.
End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
And here's Brown for 3. And it's Giddy with a rebound. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to White. Launches it. The rebound, Celtics. Outside White. Here's Brown. Tatum with it. Covered by Smith. Left side Tatum. 4 seconds left. It's Tatum working inside.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston. 8 points in the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. And for Chicago, let's take a look. Jalen Smith is out there with Williams. Then it's Trey Jones. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Dosunmu in at 2 guard.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
Here's Jones. Boston with a rebound. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Hauser. Giddey defends. Now to Sumu. Outside Giddey. Shot from the low post is good.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Here's Pritchard. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle on scoring alone. There's not that much intensity on defense.
So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. Derek White's checked in for Craig. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told his guys not to lose hope, saying to them, it's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one, but I need each one of you to step up your intensity right now. Let's see if Coach's message resonates, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. White, the pass to Tatum. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It's crazy. He's growing taller. He's adding more muscle. Tatum just becomes harder to defend him.
And so he makes both from the line.
Free throw shooting comes into focus in tight games. As usual, he's up to the task.
Giddey against Holiday. Brown with the steal. White on the wing. He's guarded by White. Holiday from long range. Drops in the 3. Holiday's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Holiday against Giddey. Smith with a screen on Holiday. Smith outside. 3-pointer. Porzingis grabs the board. Celtics lead by 7. Pass to Holiday. Right side Tatum. Tatum knocks it down. He's locked in right now.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
Here's Giddey. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Brown passes to Tatum. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Celtics.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jason Tatum.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Sinks it from distance. Tatum's got 30 points.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And that one's good. Giddey. Boston on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. And here's Tatum. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a...
All right, Alec, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson.
depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Nesmith in at the 3 spot. Halliburton looking around. Clock at 6. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. You say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, the better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
There's a good screen. Siakam for 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
And he can answer with the best of them. Siakam stealing the thunder there.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Here's Grimes. Embiid the screen. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Siakam outside. And the Pacers another 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Embiid the screen. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Big time answer by Maxey. Boy, was he dialed in there.
Halliburton passes to Turner. Now Siakam. Halliburton for 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Clark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says, they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. Guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking them in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky's the limit. Turner passes to Nesmith. Here's Nembhard. He's covered by Maxey. Nembhard's shot is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, Maxey. We've got 33 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Such a wide open look. Siakam's got 9.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Maxey with it. He's got 8. Takes it inside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game that they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
Abusele out there with Embiid. Then it's Butler. Then there's Edwards. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Embiid against Toppin. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut to just one in the basket from Joel Embiid. Look, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special, special talent in Embiid.
Pass to McCain. And it's off from three-point range. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Some changes for Philadelphia. Oubre is checked in for Edwards. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Butler. Indiana also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Bounce pass, Halliburton. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really affects his entire team.
You know, Clark, the days of trust the process are long gone. The Sixers are now focused on the now.
As well they should be, Kevin. With a superstar big guy in his prime and Joel Embiid, there's no time like the present. And it's not going to last forever, so they need to capitalize.
Oubre passes to Grimes. Drains the three-pointer. Grimes has got his third basket of the night.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Indiana's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Turner finds Halliburton. And the layup's good off the glass. 9 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Pass to Abusele. Here's Grimes. From the arc. The rebound by Turner.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Here's Halliburton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Halliburton's got the lead up to 4 now for Indiana.
Halliburton, such a special player, and his rush hour handles round out his game.
Pass to Abusele. 1:15 left in the second quarter. Here's McCain. He's covered by Halliburton. A nice shot by McCain.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Indiana making some changes. Siakam is checked in for Toppin. And it's Nesmith in for Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. Mathurin with the ball. Sinks the three-pointer. Mathurin's got his first 3 points of the game.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Here's Maxey. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now Nembhard. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Pass to Nesmith. And Indiana, another 3.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammate.
Here's Bona. Oubre on the wing. He lobs it up, and it's out of bounds. Let's see, they say last touch by Mathurin.
Pacers substitution. Number 9, T.J. McConnell.
On defense, Indiana. Pass to Grimes. Clock at 4. Yep, that one goes.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
From deep three-point territory. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the Indiana Pacers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Ready for the fan half-court shot from line. They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Tyrese Halliburton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the court for Indiana. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. The forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. And it's Turner in at the 5. Inside. Locked in, and Embiid with the contested shot. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. A 2-point game. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Indiana's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Back to Nembhard. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Hits it from three-point range. Siakam's got 12 in the game.
Oh, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
Pass to Oubre. The 3. And it's Halliburton with the rebound. And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers Clark matched out at that end of the floor.
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on. And a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards, those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
Halliburton against Maxey. And they pick up 2. And it's a 9-point Pacer lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. The 76ers trail by 4. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Here's Grimes. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So both teams changing it up here. To the wing right side. Here's Siakam. Chalk up 2 there. Matherin's got 5 points so far.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Yabusele passes to Maxey. Over in the corner, Edwards. Outside, Maxey.
Maxey is a do-it-all guard. I mean, defense never knows if he's going to shoot it, pass it, or take off the dribble.
The 76ers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
And here's McConnell. No scoring in this one. To the paint. Here's Siakam. Rebound by the 76ers.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pacers lead by... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Yabusele out there with Edwards. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Butler. And it's McCain in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Just 2 to shoot. Embiid, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
McConnell passes to Walker. Halliburton with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And the Pacers lead by 4.
Tyrese Halliburton so capable of playing multiple positions and roles for this team. And tonight, he's embraced being the scorer.
Embiid the screen. A nice shot by McCain.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the 3 is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. George with no one around. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
To the middle. Here's Siakam. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And always nice to have an inside-out threat like Siakam. He can have an impact anywhere on the floor.
Back to Maxey. Over Halliburton. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
No fear in Maxey, folks. This guy is ready for the big moment and welcomes the challenge.
Halliburton passes to Siakam. Shoots over Oubre. Rebound by the 76ers.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Oubre passes to Grind. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Goes up to the stripe. Embiid owns the lane.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks, recognizing the big possession and commanding the ball.
1:03 left in the game. And a wide open look for Halliburton. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just one.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes. And you know Embiid wants the ball in these situations. He wants that shot. He wants to come through for his team.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Siakam finds Turner. Oubre against Siakam. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And delivering in the clutch, Siakam with zero fear, wanting the ball when it matters most.
Embiid against Turner. Now here's Embiid. Defense is right there. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Maxey. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Guys, what are their best options now?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
Here's Siakam. It falls!
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Get back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
From deep three-point land. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. They break the...
Expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Strus in at the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
You're stretching that defense all the way to the sideline. Tatum with a nice shot.
Outside Strus. Pass to Mobley. Back to Strus. Down low. Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. On the wing, Tatum. High arcing shot. Oh, and Mobley with the block. Right side, Mitchell. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
With good length and strong physical tools, Mitchell will challenge any opponent on the inside.
Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. And guys, Coach stated the number of different ways that Donovan Mitchell can be productive. The emphasis for this defense is going to be limiting his touches throughout the game and trying to trap him when they can. It's a tall task for the defense. BA?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Cleveland shooting their initial free throws of the game here. And he knocks down the first one. And Strus drops them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Outside Tatum, 4-3. The rebound by Garland. And it's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Allen outside. That's tipped. It's stolen by Holiday. Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. Porzingis against Strus. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Holiday.
Well within range for Porzingis. The Latvian probably was sinking these since he was young.
Mobley passes to Strus. Three-pointer, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Tatum against Mitchell. Porzingis passes to Brown. Buries it from three.
Brown does a nice job of staying ready and making himself a weapon off the ball.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Al Horford's checked in for Tatum. Hunter's checked in for the Cavs. Okoro comes in for Strus. No coverage that time.
And you pay so much attention to Garland, and that allows teammates to get involved.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Porzingis. Three-pointer. Cavaliers with a rebound. Okoro passes to Garland. Horford against Hunter. Here's Garland. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket.
Rise and fire. Love how assertive Garland is on offense.
Boston's gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Porzingis with a screen on Garland. Pass to Porzingis. Horford outside. And here's Brown. Over Okoro. And the shot falls short that time. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And here's Garland. Here's Mitchell. From deep. Horford pulls it in.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And here's Brown for three. Counted from distance. Brown's got the second bucket on the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yep. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Celtics out in front, up 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
Torrey Craig out there with Al Horford. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. That's the Boston Five.
An ascending superstar, Tatum has really honed in on what he does best on the offensive end.
And, Coach, it seems there's a move to cut out some of the cheap fouls in the game. This notion of, if you wouldn't call it on the playground, why do you call it in a game? You like to see where it's going?
Yeah, look, there's some times where I think we'd get a better game if the players do what they did in pickup games, Brian, and just called their own fouls. A lot of these cheap fouls would cease to exist. I think there's just got to be a better recognition from referees on what really impacts a play and what doesn't.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort. Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And here's Hunter for three. Boston with a rebound. Here's Pritchard. No made baskets yet. Now Horford. Outside Tatum. 6 to shoot. Shoot from the baseline. He squares up and sinks it. Tatum's got 6.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's Jerome. Bounces high off the rim and drops. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
First half, 2 minutes.
Horford passes to Tatum. He packs it down.
That is incredible.
We don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding the sizzle to the steak.
Here's Jerome. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
It may be a player's league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
And there's a pick. Garland for three. Drills it from deep. He's got 5.
When Garland finds a three-point shot, he takes it, supremely confident in his abilities.
And Graham, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. Brown, that's good.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Outside Strus. Outside Hunter. Pass to Strus. Garland for 3. It's hauled in by White. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Brown. Oh, and a dunk by Brown!
Yeah, we know Brown loves some aerial theatrics, and he really went all out there.
15 seconds left in the second. Outside Hunter. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Cavaliers on top, they lead by a bucket. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
So for Cleveland right now, Strus at small forward with Mobley next to him. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Allen in at the center position. Boston has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Outside Holiday. Pass to White. Tatum against Mobley. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Having added so much strength, Tatum can take the contact and stay balanced.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Outside Mitchell. Allen outside. Mobley passes to Garland. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Mobley throws it down.
And we've come to expect this kind of vision out of Garland.
Right Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Outside Holiday. The three is up. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Holiday's got 6 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup and coach a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
And Mobley throws it down.
And the defense, they have to honor Mitchell as a scorer. And when they do, it just opens up the passing lanes.
Mobley against Tatum. Over Mobley. And it's Tatum missing. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 2. Outside Strus. Allen, pass to Garland. Outside Strus. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell at close range. Effortless.
They're such a strong guy. Donovan Mitchell plays bigger than his listed 6'1" height.
Outside, Brown. Tatum looking it over. Shoots over Mobley. Another one falls for Boston.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Garland against Holiday. Mobley. Boston pulls it in. Outside Holiday. Tatum inside, covered by Mobley. Good D by Mobley.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
And it's Mitchell, the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Up top, Tatum. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Tatum at the line for 2 shots.
And so Tatum nails both of them. Cavaliers trail by 4. Hunter with the ball. Mobley, a screen on Tatum. Here's Hunter. Knocks down the step-back J. Hunter's got his second basket of the night. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston. Hunting for opportunities, leading to... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Jason Tatum out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Torrey Craig. Then there's Al Horford. And it's Hauser in at small forward. That's the Boston 5. Jerome passes to Wade. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Screen by Horford. Here's Tatum. Ooh, rugged finish from Tatum.
Calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
Garland looking around. Pass to Hunter. There's the 3. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got his 4th assist in this one.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
A big group substitution here for Boston. Porzingis is checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Hauser. White, he's checked in for Craig. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Oh, Jaylen Brown! A strong finish.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Allen with a screen on White. Throws it up high. And stolen by Porzingis. Outside, Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 6-point Boston lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Holiday. Back to White. Now here's Tatum. Shot clock at 5. Tatum just so strong inside.
And Jason Tatum was fearless on that finish. Went right through the contact.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. The three from Mitchell. Pure from three-point range.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
There's a minute 12 left in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. A minute 6 left in the fourth quarter. Count it, and one. He'll have a chance in the three-point play. It's on Drew Holiday. That free throw is good for Mitchell.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
The Celtics with the lead. Here's Tatum. And too long on the shot.
Mr. Bunny, those are the shots you've got to convert.
To tie it up. And it's Mitchell, the miss. A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done.
Now the Cavaliers with it. Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Back to Garland to take the lead. Oh, he buries it from outside.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Tatum. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Beyond the arc. Tatum drills the three.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
White against Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Now here's Tatum at the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. And it's Garland in at the point guard position.
The athletic swingman. I love whenever Tatum goes up with force off the drive.
Mitchell misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
Inside, White gets it to go.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
Oh, Tatum takes the contact.
No, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
And it's Mitchell penetrating, shoots from the right block, and Porzingis with the block.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
Pass to Holiday. Here's Tatum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Donovan Mitchell on the attack. Oh!
Wow! Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Tatum against Mobley. Oh, he nails it!
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Here's Garland. Boston pulls it in.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
To the inside. Tatum. Tatum drops the hammer.
Poor rim. Tatum plays with such an edge.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Crafty. I mean, Mitchell showing the ball, then pulling him back down.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Mitchell, 2 shots.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that brings him within 5. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Evan Mobley, 4th personal foul, 2nd team foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Extending the team's lead. Just solid execution at the line.
Here's Strus outside. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
And that's easy pickings right there. Leave someone that wide open, and Mitchell's not going to miss them. Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game. So it's the Cavaliers now.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
This is something Mitchell is only getting better at. Finding ways to get his guys good shots. Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 5-point game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
From deep, Mobley. Rebounded by the Celtics. And an intentional foul right there.
Mitchell, 2nd personal foul, 5th.
First free throw is good. And that increases the lead to 6.
At the line for 2 shots.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
And so it's Boston with the W. Things looked a little hard, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Carter in at the 5 down low. And for Philadelphia, we've got Maxey. Embiid is out there with Oubre. Then it's Paul George, and it's Grimes in at shooting guard. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Wagner wide open. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Pass to Maxey. From deep, George. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Wagner. And here is Suggs. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Banchero. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
And playing with veteran poise against the shot clock. I like how Banchero handles the pressure.
And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
There's Wagner with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's Wagner.
2 minutes remaining.
And Caro outside. From 12 feet out. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Here's Maxey. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarters feel, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. It's up a three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And just a smooth customer off that pick and roll. KCP making a quick assessment and decides to take it for himself.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. See if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. Maxey passes to Embiid. Fires for three. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Embiid's got 9.
You must respect Embiid's range as a defender. He'll make you pay every chance he gets.
Here's Banchero. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 5. Oubre outside. Pass to Grimes. George looking over the floor. Another three for Philadelphia.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Here's Banchero. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
They've got Edwards. Abusele out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Butler. And it's McCain in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's McCain. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
The Magic trail by 8. Outside Anthony. Banchero was screened for Anthony. And a miss there on the triple.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Pass to Butler. Embiid with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Oubre is checked in for Edwards. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Butler with the step back. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Suggs.
Oh, strong move by Suggs inside, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Embiid against Carter. Fader on the way. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Embiid's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers. Now, here's Suggs. Tight defense on him. Banchero outside. Lets the 3 fly. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Embiid against Carter. With the fadeaway. Black grabs the board.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
The rebound by Yabusele.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, "It's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court." Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to talk to his guys. Orlando making some changes. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Banchero. Wagner comes in for Black. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Cole Anthony. Abu Saleh kicks to Maxey. Drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Maxey's got his second basket of the night.
Ooh, that is fierce. You want to see a player with no fear? That is Tyrese Maxey.
To the inside. Caldwell-Pope pass to Carter. Now, here's Suggs. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Suggs has got 5 now.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Here's George. And it's sent back by Carter. Second shot opportunity. George, no good. The Magic trail by 7.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Caldwell-Pope pass to Bitadze. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Carter. And it's sent back by George. And so we wrap up the first half. 76ers ahead, up by 7. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the court for Orlando, sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell-Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the point guard. What a spin move to get closer. Banchero's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Orlando. Maxey passes to Grimes. George against Wagner. And it's George missing. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 5. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
The Magic trail by 3. Down low, Banchero draws the double. Carter with the bucket.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Suggs against Maxey. Up top, Embiid. 13 points in the game. 4 on the shot clock. Physical play by Embiid inside.
The team just loves to see Embiid fired up on offense like this. They really rely on his scoring ability.
Caldwell-Pope outside for the tie from beyond the arc and then some. Caldwell-Pope's got it all tied up now for Orlando.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And that one's good, Maxey. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
1:25 left in the third quarter. Embiid against Carter. Back to Maxey. In the corner, George with it. A three-pointer is right on target. George has got 9 points.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner. And he nails it.
Gets it from downtown.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Maxey looking it over. From the high post. Rebound by the Magic. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Banchero. Oubre with the steal. Grimes passes to Embiid. Assertive move by Embiid.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
Banchero outside. And he banks in the layup. Banchero's got 7 points here in this quarter.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. 76ers lead by 2. And while we can, now let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Yabusele out there with Edwards. Then there's Embiid. Then it's Butler. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Pass to Anthony. And Embiid with the block.
Love to see Embiid swatting down shots, taking advantage of his size and frame.
Banchero inside, defended by Butler. And it's Banchero missing. The 76ers leading by 4. Here's McCain. The rebound by Batadze. Anthony looking it over. Pass to Banchero. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. So both teams making some changes here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. Now, Coach told his guys it's not over until it's over. He asked them to stay sharp out there and to keep fighting. If you lose this, it's on us, he said. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I can sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
And then Carter with the jam.
Now in pick and roll, Carter does a great job of positioning himself for catch and finish opportunities.
Maxey kicks to George. Good on the triple. And the 76ers lead by 4.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. At the elbow, it's George. And it's George finishing it off.
And holding nothing back there. George gives the dunk his all.
Pass to Banchero. Buries it down low. Banchero's got 12 points in just the second half.
He better get used to these late game scenarios. Banchero getting a nice taste of it right there.
Here's Embiid. Joel Embiid, too big.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Oubre against Banchero. Excellent D there from George. The 76ers leading by 6. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And Orlando has possession. And there's Banchero on the assist from Suggs. Banchero's got 7 now in this quarter. Philadelphia's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Embiid wide open. Carter pulls it in.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. In the corner, it's Oubre. George, double team. Pass to Grimes. And stolen by Wagner.
And if you're going to go cross court with the ball, you have to be sure the passing lane is open.
Here's Suggs. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. And what's their best move at this point?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
High drama here, guys. I mean, they've managed to get hot just when it looked like this thing was out of reach.
That's his third personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
To the left side wing. Banchero buries the triple. And, oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. George way outside. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from Philadelphia. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. Joel Embiid out there with Oubre. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2-guard spot.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Back to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
In the mold of Shaq, Joel Embiid is physically just overwhelming. Plus, he's got some touch and skill. And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Banchero outside. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Banchero's got 29.
Strong defense against Banchero inside, but they can't break his focus, and he still manages to knock it down.
Inside. There's Embiid. Good work defensively by Carter.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Suggs against Maxey. Here's Banchero. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Maxey finds Embiid. Over Carter. It falls!
And no doubt the ball is going to go to Embiid there. Needing a bucket, and he gets it.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. There's Wagner with the three. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Boy, where's the effort defensively? You've got to put up a better fight.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle on scoring alone. There's not that much intensity on defense.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game. Here's Orlando now.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
Here's Banchero. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Philadelphia. Paul George taking 2 shots.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we've still got a game.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Bullseye! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Here's Grimes. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And so we are tied. And as we play on into another overtime, you know these teams must be wearing down. It's become a battle of attrition. Banchero with the ball. To take the lead, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Banchero's got 33.
And I know Coach loves to see Banchero get rolling out there. He is capable of some serious production.
There's Embiid. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Carter. Here's Suggs. And again, it's the magic from deep.
And really good habits paying off for Suggs. He's finding shots and drumming up points for his squad.
Pass to Embiid. The 11-footer, and it's good for 2. And that's now 30 points for Joel Embiid.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And he makes that one.
And how about the footwork and body positioning of Banchero makes him so tough to guard down low.
Pass to Embiid. Over Carter. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it. That's just smart basketball. Late in the game, they see a favorable matchup, and they take advantage.
Well, okay, I like his aggressiveness, but like the defense was waiting on him that time.
Wendell Carter Jr. That's his second personal foul.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. And so he makes both from the line. And it's the Magic with the ball. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
And Banchero, here we go. Carter kicks to Suggs. Shot clock at 6. And they go to the intentional foul.
Cavaliers Jr. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
Quentin Grimes. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
Contavious Caldwell-Pope. 2 shots.
Second one is good. And both at the line. And it's a 3-point game. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
George finds Oubre. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
Pass to Banchero. Shoots over Oubre. It's in!
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes, so wants everyone on the same page. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim, a tip in to tie the game. There's not.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
Both of these teams, offense. Doris, it's about putting points on the board in bunches.
A BA, it seems to be a league-wide trend in many respects. There's so much conversation about how skilled these players are, the range shooting that you've got to deal with defensively. I think we've got to redefine the definition of good defense because these guys are so good.
And now Indiana's starting group. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Neesmith in at the 3. Tatum, shot is good.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Siakam outside. Outside Neesmith. Hauled in by Brown.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Indiana with a rebound.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
You know, Doris, the last few years, Siakam has gotten back to attacking the rim like he once did.
To me, B.A., that's where he's at his best. He's got such length and creativity. You don't want to have to step in his path as a defender. Listen, he knows he's got to shoot the 3, but go to your first strength. Well, you just love how Miles Turner goes right up with it, right? No hesitation, catch and shoot.
Knocks down the triple.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Holiday against Halliburton. And here's Siakam for 3. Holiday grabs the miss. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Up top, White. Back to Holiday. Tatum, a screen on Halliburton. Three-pointer, Holiday. There's Tatum with the 3. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
What a weapon the 3 has become for Jason Tatum. Look out.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Pass to White. Wide open. That shot, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Here's Siakam, drilled from 11 feet out.
That's why they call him Spicy P, cooking up a mid-range J. Go ahead, Pascal.
Right side, White. Going inside, and the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
And this is how you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
A big group substitution here for Boston. Cornette's checked in for Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Neesmith. Shepard, he's checked in for Nembhard. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Halliburton. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
How about a little bit of daylight is all Jaylen Brown needs, up off his feet in a hurry.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. McConnell outside. Pass to Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Back to McConnell. The rebound, Celtics.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. Then there's Walker. And it's Toppin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Yep, that one's good. Mathurin's got his first basket.
And you got to be right up on Mathurin, especially when he's roaming around the mid-range.
Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Tatum! bomb! Money from deep!
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Craig passes to Pritchard. Here's Tatum. Back to Pritchard. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Pacers trail by 4. McConnell outside. Back to Matherin. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time.
Great body control allows Matherin to finish through contact.
And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact. And here's Indiana now. Halliburton outside. Sinks the tray. Halliburton's got 5.
What you love about Tyrese Halliburton is the consistency from the perimeter. This guy can make deep shots.
Outside Tatum. Launches a 3. Oh, the response from Tatum.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And every team is looking for length on their roster.
Yeah, the reason being is because of the quality and skill of shooting. Guys are coming across half court, and they can shoot the basketball at 35 feet. The reason you need length is there's more area to cover. Increasingly, Brian, it's getting harder and harder to play as an undersized guard in this league.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Boston's gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Porzingis against Siakam. And there's Holiday. That's good. On the assist by Porzingis.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
Back to Siakam. Turner, a screen on Porzingis. Cuts off the pass. Now here's Holiday. He's covered closely. Pass to Brown. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
How about the strength on the finish? Jaylen Brown showing real muscle.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Outside Neesmith. Pass to Nembhard. Fires for 3. Hits the trifecta. Nembhard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
White, the pass to Cornette. Porzingis surveying the floor. Inside. Cornette at the post. Turner covers. Cornette sets a screen. Three-pointer, Holiday. Back to White. Pass to Porzingis. The 3 is up. Oh, the deep ball from Porzingis.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Just 3 on the clock. Misses at the rim. And so it's Boston closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at point guard. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. 5 on the clock. Halliburton for 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring. But Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
Back to Nembhard. Pass to Siakam, puts up a 3, hits a 3-pointer. Siakam's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, all you have to do when a teammate has the basketball is beat a target, and Pascal steps into it and lets it go. Nicely done.
Now here's Porzingis. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. At 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
And he makes both free throws. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
B.A., I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Here's Siakam. 5 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Halliburton. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Drew Holiday. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton.
They throw good. Halliburton.
What we know about Tyrese Halliburton, this guy always ready to push the pace. He's got a ton of energy. He's willing to outrun and outwork other guys.
Tatum can't hit. Pacers trail by 5. Siakam outside. Pass to Nembhard. Now here's Halliburton. He's covered by Holiday. Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. Shot clock at 5. And the shot goes in. Nembhard's got 5 now. Celtics lead by 3. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Nembhard, the pass to Nesmith. Halliburton outside. Over Holiday. They get it again. Boston's gotten 6 of 10 3-pointers to drop. Tatum with it. Picked up by Nesmith. Tatum inside. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's an 8-point Boston lead.
Jason Tatum is capable of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. Outside for Halliburton. Here's Halliburton on the take. Boston with a rebound. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Count it. Good.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Can they get it? They shoot again. And Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And so it's Boston, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. More 2K action in just a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And a look at the five for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got Benedict Mathurin, Walker out there with Toppin. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton, and it's McConnell in at the point. Shot's good by Mathurin.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Boston leading by 12. Now here's Tatum.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
The Pacers making a switch here. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Siakam comes in for Walker. Nesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. They set the pick. Here's Nembhard. No good with the triple. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. And the basket by Halliburton.
Just one of those nights for Tyrese Halliburton. He's kept his foot on the accelerator, and he's putting it to the defense.
Pass to Brown. Back to Tatum. Outside Holiday. 4-3. Fires in the triple. And the Celtics lead by 16.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Siakam with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Halliburton outside. Fires the three. Ooh, making it look easy. Halliburton.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Tatum hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you have to be able to take mid-range jumpers at times. I know it's not a high-value shot, but for Tatum, sometimes that's what the defense gives him.
Siakam, no good. Boston leading by 15.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Celtics.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jason Tatum.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Halliburton, no good. Holiday passes to Tatum. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Brown. And the three off target. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They trail by 18. Nembhard outside. Porzingis against Turner. Halliburton looking for an opening. Over Holiday. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Holiday. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. We saw two different teams tonight.
In the front court, Gray.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. And it's Garland in at the 1. Now, here's Garland. Mobley a screen on Hero. And Mobley the bucket on the assist by Garland. Mobley's got the opening basket of the game for the Cavs. Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo. There's a screen. Clock at 4. Kicks it out to Hero. It's over Garland. Hero, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Wiggins. Darius Garland missing his last shot. Pass to Ware. Over in the corner, Hero. Back to Burks. Fires the 3. Sinks the triple.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
Here's Garland, following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Allen dishes to Mitchell. Back to Allen. It's good.
The defense has got to bring a little bit more. Hitting Allen like that is not going to prevent him from scoring.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Floats it up for Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
He makes that look so easy. Andrew Wiggins up and down on the alley-oop.
Pass to Strus. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Mobley. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. The Heat leading by 3. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. He got for us, DA.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago, and his priority this time out is trying to make it hard for Donovan Mitchell. He told me Donovan is an elite 3-level scorer. It's going to take more than one player to slow him down. We need all 5 guys communicating and working together defensively. Big challenge.
Timeout. Thanks so much, David. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And the Cavaliers with some changes. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Okoro comes in for Max Strus. And it's Ty Jerome in for Mitchell. Here's Jerome. Outside Garland. Let's go. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Adebayo kicks to Robinson. The three. And again, Miami with the triple.
Duncan Robinson, he will do that.
Now, here's Hunter. Mobley, a screen on Adebayo. Here's Hunter. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And so the first quarter is in the books. Miami ahead, up by 5. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Miami.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
So on the floor for Cleveland, we've got Green. Hunter's out there with Evan Mobley. Then it's Isaac Okoro, and it's Jerome in at the 1 spot.
Intelligent play there by Hero. Upsets the defense and then hands it off for the assist.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Jerome. He has yet to score. Hunter, the pass to Okoro. Here's Jerome. Rebound by the Heat.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
That one goes in.
That's a good, solid heads-up play for Hunter. Finds the spot-up ready man.
Outside, Hero. Anderson outside. There's the triple. Jerome with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Hunter. Pass to Jerome. Mobley with it. Now Hunter. Over in the corner, Green. There's Jerome. Off target from outside. Miami leading by 5. Hero kicks to Anderson. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of basketball. Outside, Hero. Buries the long-range jumper. Hero's got 8 points.
Well, the catch and shoot is where Tyler Hero excels.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Burks, the pass to Adebayo. To the middle. Here's Wiggins. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 3 assists tonight.
The length of Wiggins helping him out there, able to stretch it up on the inside and find a shot.
And Thompson kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Strus. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And it's Wiggins missing. The Cavaliers trail by 6. And here is Garland. Mitchell outside. And there's the drive. And he can't jam it through.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Mitchell with it. Still scoreless. Pass to Burks. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. Hunter with some nice defense. And so it's the Miami Heat with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Hero out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Well, Garland, a volume shooter right now from deep. He's capable of getting hot.
Miami's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Hero finds Burks. Burks on the wing. Lays it up off the glass. Burks has got 5 points so far.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Shots good by Mitchell. Mitchell's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
And bursting through inside, so difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Ware from downtown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Ware's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Wiggins is a capable passer, someone that wants to hit a guy in the right spot.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line.
Timeout.
And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Burks looking around. Outside Robinson. Robinson a screen on Garland. And a wide open look for Hero. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 11.
That's a go-to shot for Tyler Hero. So confident in his ability to connect from deep.
Back to Garland. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Another 3 for Cleveland.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Hero passes to Ware. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Throws it up high. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Mobley outside. For 3, Mitchell nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Mitchell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Robinson kicks to Adebayo. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Adebayo's got 5.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on him.
Pass to Allen. Back to Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. Burks covering. Mobley, a screen on Burks. That's good by Mitchell.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Hero, no good. Cleveland leading by 3.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
With 4 seconds on the clock, he lays it in. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big...
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He nailed it from long range in that quarter. Winds up with a total of 4 3-pointers in the period. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Well, the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Darius Garland, DeAndre Hunter out there with Max Strus. Then there's Wade, and it's Jerome in at the shooting guard position. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the defense kind of forced that tricky play from Hero. He still gets the shot off while being fouled.
No good on the free throw. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Allen's checked in for Gene Wade. Evan Mobley comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ty Jerome. Good on the second free throw.
And Hero, one of those guys who just rely on coming in and giving you that offensive pop. Does a lot of things for his team on that end of the floor.
Mobley kicks to Mitchell. Hits the three-point bomb. Mitchell's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. That three goes in, it's always a welcome sight, guys.
Thanks, David.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Inside, there's Garland. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. That's 7 points for Darius Garland.
That's pretty tough for Garland at his size to be able to score around the contest.
Here's Ware, and it's Miami with another.
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
But breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
Back to Garland. Launches a three. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Garland's got 5 points now this quarter.
Good to see Garland score the ball without dominating.
Outside, Hero. Wiggins kicks to Adebayo. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. To the left wing, to the inside. Here's Allen. Pass to Strus. Takes the three, and Donovan Mitchell hit from deep. And now a 4-point Cavalier lead.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
We've got one of 1:18 left here in the fourth quarter. Burks' shot is good.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
Both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And it's in there. Mitchell's got 24.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
Here's Hero. Got it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
For three, Mitchell. And Ware pulls it down.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Wiggins. Yes!
And Wiggins committed to help the team out offensively. Big shot.
The drive by Mitchell. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And so it's Cleveland with it.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
With it. Now defended by Mitchell. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
Sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
Outside Hero.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win. And
all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett